Latch outside.
And it's even up.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Braves.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Swings through it for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto.
0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a strike. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Bryson Stott now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
There it is again. We've seen a few players swing at the fastball out of the zone, and lots of swings and misses early on.
Got it. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now the center fielder, Justin Crawford. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Realmuto runs. Swing and a miss. No throw, safe at second. Pitch is in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Runner on the go again. Bunt attempt misses. Out to third. And that ends the inning. Back at Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Here is Austin Riley. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that's a 1-out single. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Number 1, second baseman.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 1 For one, he singled to left his first time through. Into the outfield, base hit. Marsh quickly gets it back in. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. Runners at the corners here, one away. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. And a big swing and a miss. Puts a bunt down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores on the play. First and second, one out. Eli White now at the plate. In the dirt. 2 on, 1 out. Ground ball left side. They get the tag on him. Goes to second. Safe there. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Dominic Smith. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Swing and a miss. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Payoff pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Trey Turner at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Foul ball there. Chris Sale looking for that shutdown inning. High fly ball, right field. Acuna settles under this one, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom 4, now in for the Braves, Mauricio Dubon. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. The 0-1. Outside. That's in there. Now 1-2. On the ground, and that's a fair ball.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here's the 0-2. Acuna runs. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Real Muto throws that in time. It's a stolen base. This one in the dirt. Save. He beats it out and reaches on the strikeout. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Next pitch, not close, up high.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Pitch misses there. Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. 2 on, 1 out. And that's a strikeout looking.
Up next for the Braves.
Here's Austin Riley. 1 for 2. Up the middle. Play made, that ends the inning. Back in Atlanta Truist Park, and now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Alec Bohm.
You know, these Phils, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Struck out swinging his first time. And he swings through that one. The Braves leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, 2 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. And that's just foul. The 0-2. There's a swing and a drive. That was foul, and he'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now in for the Braves, Eli White. He's already homered here in this one. Brings it in for the third out. Back at Truist Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. And a swing and a miss there.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That's ball 2.
Just missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they give it to you.
Right down to shoot, and the count is filled up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Albies moving under this one. One down. This is Bryson Stott. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the ground, right side. The tag, and he's out. Justin Crawford, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Justin Crawford.
This one in the air, center field. White on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Dominic Smith. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Hit on the ground to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Mauricio Dubon getting ready to hit. And a swing and a miss. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So
Tanner Banks gets the call from the pen.
Now pushing for the field, number 58, Tanner.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
Nope, that's a ball.
Acuna, a former rookie of the year, 28 years old. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw.
He's out.
Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Good eye
Ball
right
2.
there.
and that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
In the dirt, ball 3. And Acuna will take his base.
Take your base.
Up next for the Braves,
Runner at first with 2 away. Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves, 1 for 3. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That one not close. And it's 1-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder. Struck him out. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Brandon Marsh. Chris Sale ready to get back to work.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
0-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Whips it across. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here's Turner now. On the ground, right side, Albies. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Swings through that one for strike 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now.